We're here. This is gonna be a short one. Well, first off, let me do the whole intro. Testing. You guys are here with at Talk with X again at Talk with X podcast. Give it up, man. Right now we're looking at 11:46. I just got done bowling, so I won. I still wanted this podcast. I feel like I owe y'all that, especially after what just happened. Um, we're not gonna go over football too much. We're gonna go over that tomorrow, but just breaking news has happened about an hour and a half ago, 2 hours ago. No, about an hour and a half ago. Bam Adebayo, to me, is now the highest scoring leader. I didn't see Wilt. There's no recording of Wilt. Bam Adebayo now has the most points scored in the NBA basketball game. Shout outs to him. Scored 83 points. That is remarkable, bro. I don't care how you get it. 83 points is a lot of points, and he did that. Would I have guessed Bam would have done that? Not at all. I'm pretty sure majority of America couldn't, imagine that. But he did it. He did it. So give credit where it's due. No matter that it was him that did it, he did it, and that's beautiful to see. I'm a Kobe fan. I love Kobe. I told you guys before. Kobe's my favorite player. Once Bam got 81, I wanted him to smash it. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Smash the record. Why not? It's okay. It's okay. That's the competitive nature in me, though. Like, if this is just me. If I was that good of a basketball player, like if I was Kobe, even though he's not alive, but if I'm Kobe and I'm alive, and I see someone about to break my record, bro, I'm telling them smash the record, bro. Go crazy. Cause why not? Why hold yourself in and not, go ahead, keep hooping. If I'm his coach, bro, keep going. You're not. If anything, I'm giving you more respect that I'm passing it than to not pass it and smash the record. I don't want anyone else to get close to me. If I'm about to break a record, I don't want anyone else to be close to me as I break this record. But anyway, that was beautiful, bro. Shout outs to you, Bam. Um, Heck of a game. They couldn't stop you. Um, that's really all I can say. It's a great job. Next, I want to get a little bit more personal with myself. I know we went over things that I view as red flags. Now I feel like we can talk about me. I can point out my own red flag. I think me not being as thoughtful as I should be is a that is a red flag at times. Um, I've gotten better, but at the times where I was in relationships, I wasn't being as thoughtful at all. In different forms too. Great example. I had this girl. We weren't official, but I'm trying not to put too much of her business out because I believe a lot of people. Well, I know a lot of people follow this girl. She has a lot of followers. Um, but I'm gonna describe it the best I possibly can. I remember one of my red flags. I remember the girl I was talking to. She's into type of dances. I can't really give it up because it's probably going to give it up. I don't care though. Actually, F it. Okay. I had a girl, and she also has her own thing on, not like stripping or anything like that, but she was getting big doing her own thing, and I was trying so hard to extend my camera access. I wanted to get what so great at at being a cameraman. Yes, did she trip at times? Yes. But I also feel like me ignoring or not or choosing not to see where she was coming from is what was hurting our relationship. That's true. I messed that up. Another thing that I was doing, I'm I'm mean. So I'm mean, but okay. I'm not like super mean. A relationship mean is me is it's I'm kind of I was kind of selective of who I wanted to be mean with, which is the problem because some was literally because I just didn't want to hurt anyone that I like, not in that way, but that I like. But
Bluetooth
from the
disconnected.
outside looking in, it looked horrible because it made it seem like I had some feelings for that person while I was still with her. Um, yeah, I messed that up. Um, Another red flag. Oh, or another example I could we could say is actually with the same thing. Me ignoring me pushing stuff off. She wanted to go ahead and map out the future. I was acting so scared. Um, you know, with getting in a relationship and not knowing where it was gonna go, mainly because of I didn't like where I was at personally. But she was all in. She was like, we can build together, and I'm acting like a butthole. I'm not doing it. Like, no, I don't feel comfortable right now. Which, looking back at it now, I was dumb because that girl was doing whatever she could for me to make sure I was good. And I mean, she had my back crazy. She had my back crazy, and I ruined that. All because I wasn't sure if I wanted a relationship. And what's so crazy about that is she was in my house when I was at work. She stayed with me for like a couple days, and I ruined it. All because one, I didn't call out problems when I was supposed to, which is nothing that well, it's not really a red flag because I usually do. But that also had another part. And two, it's just because I just wasn't sure, and I wasn't being upfront of me not being sure because I could have saved her time with that, but I messed that up. And when I tried to rekindle things, of course, it looked like it was gonna happen. It looked like it was gonna, go somewhere. It didn't. It didn't. I messed that up. Another thing, another example. Yeah, and fellas, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want you guys. Look, if you judge me, that's on you. I'm not asking you to judge me. I hope you don't. I mean, because I'm naming the faults that I had, um, or that I pray I don't have anymore. That is a better way of saying it. I don't. I don't believe I have these anymore, but I haven't been put in a situation to where I could see if I still have those um, nicks or not.
Bluetooth connected.
But another situation is where another red flag that I had my attitude. Um, things didn't go my way. Not necessarily like if I were to tell someone to do something. No, I'm talking about the smallest things, bro. If I couldn't see that day because we didn't work, um, instead of talking out like a grown up, I would get quiet, and that's not fair. That's not fair for the girl. That's not fair for her. It's not fair to her. I was being selfish unintentionally, but I was being selfish. Um, Another red flag or something I did in the past was I cheated on a girl. Um, Not my proudest moment. I'm not proud of it. I'm still not proud of it. But that was a red flag me. I was a cheater. I was a cheater. Not proud of that moment at all. But I was letting ego get in the way. That was greed. I couldn't just keep one. I was dipping, dabbling, you know what I'm saying, like with more than one girl, and that caught up to me. And now she's never gonna look at me the same, and rightfully so. I don't blame her for not looking at me the same. I still feel bad to this day. I don't think I'm ever going to get over that. At some point, I have to forgive myself. Um, but that's gonna take some time because I'm still disappointed in myself. She didn't deserve that. Um, Her and I had our differences at times and our petty arguments. She didn't deserve that though, because she was by my side, and I ruined that. I did. I ruined that. So I can't get mad at anything else. Like if she were to marry, get married, or move on with someone better, because she deserved better. She deserved better. She deserves better. Is what I should say. Um, what was a red flag, or a red flag I do have? Probably me playing a lot. One thing about me, and people are gonna call it toxic. Some girls are gonna call it toxic. Um, I I I kind of like getting cursed out. I do. I do. Um, Not in a nasty way, like where it's like, but I'm talking about like like if someone's getting overprotective, like I like that. You can curse at me. I don't care. I like it. If a girl flirt with me, like who the fuck's who the, what is that? Yeah, I like stuff like that. I do. I like stuff like that. Or if I get a haircut and like you like, all right, don't be out here over here. Like I like stuff like that. I do. Yeah, it is. That's me though. But yeah, man, it's a few red flags that I have that probably I have now that I just probably can't see it that I want to get better at. Um, well, that I don't see it that if it comes to the light, if I catch it, I want to get better at eliminating it. But yeah, man, it's some stuff. Look, I planned on talking about this, but I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Saying that loud, it hit a little different. It hits a little different when it's about you. It do. But the girl I was talking about that has a lot of followers and doing her stuff, she's still doing her thing. And I all I can say is, you know, shout outs to her. The one that I cheated on is about to become an occupational therapist, so she's doing her thing too. No lie, she's doing her thing. Um, Only other one where I know like I heard him. She's married now, by the way, so she just got married. That is beautiful. So that is beautiful. She just got married. Shout outs to her. I hope that man treats you really, really well. Obviously, for you to want to marry him, he's been doing that anyway. I hope he continues to do that. I promise from the bottom of my heart. Honest to God, truth. But with her, it wasn't either the things I did from one or two. We just didn't miss because I didn't have an apartment at the time. Like I didn't know where I was gonna be at. I was just trying to do the best I could. I didn't know where my life was headed. Still no, but it's way better than where it was earlier. I didn't know where my life was gonna be at all. So I was pushing stuff to the side and pushing stuff to the side. And then we had to break it off. Like I didn't want to keep her holding. But I'm glad she got, I'm glad she found somebody that was ready. Is ready. Is whatever. I'm really happy for her. Really. So, um, she never got the no. She didn't really catch me when I had what I have now, or when I had a little less than what I had now. But the first two people I named, they did. They had me, especially when I cheated on shit. The one that cheated on, she saw me with what I have, like you know the steps I took to get this, like the work I put in. Um, so she caught the uh, adult version of me, and I still did what I did. So very childish of me, especially the line. I heard her. I didn't just say those red. I didn't just name those red flags that I had or have. I think I'm gonna say just had because I don't believe I'm on that type of time anymore. But the reason I named my red flags, one, I gotta include myself first before I get on anyone. That's life. I have to. And then two, hopefully this can help someone else. This can help man or woman. One, cheating on. Two, I I just was I wasn't answering the problems head on. And then three, I was dragging it. I was just dragging these situationships, even though one of them thought that it was more than that, and rightfully so because I was treating her like it was more than that. But I kept messing up. I kept dragging it. Um, she did right by me, and she protected me. She protected me from BS. It was a time. Like when I was with her, it was a time I was recording something. Right, he ain't mean to, but she got on him. I was recording for her, and he grabbed the one of the guys that was there. He grabbed my camera. I ain't gonna say his name because I'm cool with him too. But like he wanted me to record it, but he grabbed it by the lens. Like, and I don't mind if you ask me to shoot, but like just don't touch my stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't snap or anything like that because for one, I'm not that type of time. I ain't that type of person. But when I let her know that I was uncomfortable, she went and let him have it. I ain't gonna lie. That's the first time I like. That's the first time I was like, I have real butterflies in moment. Like I've had butterflies before, but like someone standing up for you like that, I've never seen that. I've never had that happen for me. So when she did that, yeah, yeah. But I ruined that though. All I can do is take that to the chin. But yeah, guys, especially fellas, if that's the one, don't fight that, bro. Continue with it. Got to. Don't do nothing funky. Don't do nothing funky, bro. If that's the girl you want to be with, if that's the girl that's been with you by your side, stick with that girl, bro. You have to, like, I'm not gonna say you have to because you grown at the end of the day. It's best to do that because good girls are hard to come by. Good girls are hard to come by. And I've lost multiple. Good girls are hard to come by. I fumbled multiple. So, and of course, there's a couple more I could like name situations, but like I said, they when I was with them, it's not where I'm at now, or like when I was on the cusp of getting where I'm at now. So I'm not gonna count that. Well, no, count it, but like it don't compare. Like I was in a more childish mindset then than I am now. I was a lot younger then when I was dating those two than where I'm at now. You know, so that's kind of what I'm talking about. It's like stuff like that. That was a lot. Man, that was kind of tough getting out, but it had to come out. It had to come out. Um, I appreciate all the women I fumble. The reason why is because in when I first fumbled them, it didn't seem that way until you try to talk to somebody else. Then you realize what you fumbled. When you fumble them, it don't really hit you then. It's after. It's when it settles in. That's when you realize you fumbled. That's when you know. Um, I'm pretty sure, some people that may see this are gonna look at me way differently. They probably aren't gonna like me. They may unsubscribe. They may say some words to me in my DMs. But I'm just telling you my truth. I'm not lying to you about it. Hopefully, this can be a beacon to the people that is making the same mistakes I
Bluetooth
used to make.
disconnected.
So, but yeah, shout outs to those women. I'm gonna shout them out. I'm gonna shout them out. One by their actual name, but they don't go by it on Instagram. So shout out to Amber. Shout out to Mermaid. Shout outs to T. I can't really say it. Can't really say it. But she just got married though. So shout outs to her too, because she just got married. Like she I'm proud of her. But yeah, shout outs to those three. One of the other two, it could have named five, but again, I don't like I told you guys, fumbled one when I was like right there at the cusp, and the other two is where I'm at now. So that's why I'm not naming the other two because, like I said, I was like around 21, 22. So I'm not gonna name them. Yeah, I really hope they're doing well. I think they are doing well though. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, y'all. It's getting late. I gotta get up at 6 o'clock. But shout outs to Bam, he went crazy, and shout outs to you guys that listen. Shout outs to people who didn't unsubscribe. Hopefully you guys stay. Um, like, subscribe. I appreciate you guys watching this. This is your boy at X underscore Uchia. Again, at X underscore Uchia. You're here with at Talk with X Podcast. Again, at Talk with X Podcast. I appreciate y'all for listening. Thank you. You guys have a great night.